everyone. Today I'm going to talk about standing in the fire, how to live proud, safe, and respected in a homophobic world. Remember this wonderful truth from Eleanor Roosevelt: no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Claire pressed her back into a cool metal of the restaurant door as dusk settled. The smell of sautéed onions drifted out behind her, but inside her pulse pounded like an alarm bell. You're not safe. You're just a target. She just unlocked her car when two men cornered her. One circled her, knife glinting under the street lamp. The other snarled insults about her appearance. Claire's manager badge lay heavy on her chest. Her identity and her livelihood could not shield her. She froze, voice trapped, mind racing. She thought, don't get stabbed. Don't lose your dignity. Don't let them define you. That night left her shaken, not just by the fear, but by what might have happened if she fought back. Or worse, if she didn't survive. But she did survive because Charlie, a 6'5" muscular chef, walked quickly up behind them and threatened them with a gun. Why fighting bigotry, survival, and reclaiming your dignity feels like a fight for independence. In 1776, the United States declared independence from the British Crown. It was a bold declaration of self-worth in the face of overwhelming power and control. In a homophobic world, living as LGBTQ, which stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer, or questioning, is a modern-day fight for the same freedom. Freedom to exist, freedom to work, freedom to love, and to live without fear. Claire, 48, is a restaurant manager, a role she loves. But being openly trans in her community meant living with constant vigilance. Verbal harassment at work and in public had taken its toll on her. 2 violent attacks on her by strangers, a job on the line if her identity ever became a problem. She learned early that speaking up risked everything: stability, reputation, even physical safety. So she swallowed her pride and her fear. What women like you and Claire need to know. 1. Safety first, always. Dress smart, walk confidently, and park in well-lit areas even if it's inconvenient. Have a charged phone in hand. Let coworkers or friends know your schedule. These aren't paranoid acts, they're survival tactics. 2. Know your rights and protections. Nearly 50% of transgender workers reported job discrimination, and 22% reported sexual harassment in the last 5 years. Know local laws and company policies. If your employer fails to protect you, document everything and speak up. 3. Build a network of allies. One strong support person can change everything. Find at least one safe person at work, one in your neighborhood, and one online. Build bridges to groups that protect LGBTQ plus individuals. You're not alone, even when hate tries to isolate you. 4. Maintain your image with pride. Your dignity is non-negotiable. Whether you're morning staff or handling customers, your professional presence is part of your armor and a powerful form of resistance. What to do when self-protection becomes self-sabotage? Here's Claire's coping strategy. She worked harder and smiled more to show she belonged. But overworking is often a socially approved form of escape. Studies show that 10% of Americans struggle with addiction, which deeply hurts their relationships and their mental health. What looked like resilience can actually be self-neglect, both born from fear or of rejection or attack. It's time to reframe self-care not as an indulgence, but as essential to self-love and boundary setting. What if you don't act? The stakes are high. PTSD and anxiety escalate. Emotional burnout can cost you your career, relationships, and your health. Silence can become a liability. Your reputation, your pride, your ability to stand in your truth can erode. But the rewards are vast. Calm confidence in your presence, trusting relationships built on authenticity, freedom from internalized stigma, the power to inspire others by your courage. Learn to stand tall. Claire's transformation began after her second attack. She ordered and delved into reading Climbing Out of the PTSD Hole, which helped her clarify so much information and her personal experiences that she didn't really know and understand. She started therapy, learned self-defense, and found her voice. She practiced boundary setting, saying things like, "This is my limit, don't cross it." She walked into the restaurant differently, shoulders back, head high, voice firm. She trained staff on safety protocols for managing harassment. Her pride didn't come from ignoring her fears, it came from stepping through them. Common mistakes that keep you in chains. Thinking invisibility equals safety. When you hide who you are, you lose power. Believing acceptance must come from others. Your dignity belongs to you, not them. Using work or busyness to avoid feelings. That's just another cage. Confusing resilience for silence. Bravery isn't quiet compliance. It's living truthfully and fully in your truth. It's your turn to be the declaration of your liberation. Can you recall a moment when you stayed silent to feel safer? Or when you shouldered on at work to compensate for fear? You're invited to name it. Then imagine a new choice. What if you paused and claimed your right to speak? What if you prioritized your self-protection, even if it cost you some convenience? What if you asked for support out loud? Like Claire, your voice is part of your liberation declaration. I need your help with something. Just imagine if all of us could walk safely as ourselves on every street, in every workplace and home. You're probably wondering why protection and self-respect feel like a luxury. They're not. They're rights. If Claire's story stirred something in you, take your next step. Download Climbing Out of the PTSD Hole, my empowering guide for LGBTQ plus and trans women reclaiming their dignity and safety. And here's the URL to get it, https://learn.essential-mastery.com/climbing out of the PTSD hole. Climbing Out of the PTSD Hole is a short and powerful manifesto of truths you can use to overcome damages caused by emotional or physical traumas and emotions caused by any scenario that threatens your safety and dignity. Make it yours today. Stand tall in your power. Download Climbing Out of the PTSD Hole now. It's your guide to freedom, confidence, and safety. You deserve to be yourself and walk through life with your head held high. Let's walk through this healing path together with wisdom, courage, and sunlight. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you so very much for showing up to hear this live talk or the replay video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share and like with friends who you know and think would like it, but you really never know who will benefit greatly from the information. So many blessings to you and have a wonderful, blessed day.